Today's shout out will be going to Sister Sylvester, who we have shouted to before, but that was when he actually recommended the movie for me to review. So double shout out to Sister Sylvester and Tena33. With that, we are going to be reviewing the movie Orisa. Orisa is an Odunlade Adekola movie, which simply puts it to be a Nollywood movie from the Yoruba sector. And yeah, let's do a breakdown of the movie. So many people might watch the movie and don't really want to like the movie or want to be interested in the movie. But let's look at storyline. The movie started with an elder telling a story, and the story happened to be Orisa, the movie. Now, if you look at so many things from just that into the movie proper Orisa, we saw that we had this wayward king, excuse me, who actually offended so many people. Now, pause on that. Understand something. In the Yoruba methodology, in the Yoruba culture, the king is the king of everything. That is fact. King of everything. Everything means everything. It's highly explicit. Everything. Talking of king of what we call the witches, when they start getting scared. The witches, the wizard, the warriors, just name them, the warriors, the chiefs, everything. Now, he became so arrogant, maybe power drunk, and started abusing everything and all of that. Then he went to Tampa or insulted. He did a lot of crazy things amongst insult, even to the babalawos, which happened to be possibly the Ifa priests and all of that. Insulted them so badly, and they were very pissed. Unfortunately for him, his mom was one of the members of the witches in quote, and she was able to give you coverage for a period of time until she died. Then somehow he married somebody that was part of the witch coven, and also in fact she even fanned the fires of punishment for him, where he became a lunatic king. Now the lunatic king had something to do or cross the path with this guy by the name Komo, which simply means in translation kidnapper sort of. Then he's a warrior. He's an assassin. He's a what do you call this thing? He's a what do you call them? He's not just an assassin, but you can employ him to go to wars for you. Simply put like that, right? And he went rogue. He started killing people, kidnapping people. He got to the attention of the chiefs, and the chiefs couldn't do anything because the king hadn't ordered, and the king also couldn't do anything because he was a lunatic king. And the Balogun, which simply means warrior, also of an area, which translates to anybody by the name Balogun should ask into deep what their history really is, because there's something really up with the history of name Balogun. So yeah, the Balogun was contacted, and the Balogun just had nothing to do with it. Long story short, the Balogun was killed, and fortunately for him, he was able to receive mercy. The king at this point, and he was restored powers by the witches, and he was able to kill the said Komo guy, who in turn died. And the king also had to take his life rather than going through disgrace, which is heroic sort of, considering that era. The point is this: pride was the whole story. You don't have to, no matter where you are, you don't have to be proud enough to insult and all that stuff. Don't bite fingers that fed you, yada yada yada. Yeah, it's a story that typically could happen. Like the details of that movie would have happened during that era. Sleeping with women, raping as a king, sleeping with whoever you wish. Even when he slept with the Balogun's wife, the Balogun just cautioned him that no, this is not something he should be caught doing, but he didn't even really have any issues with it because he's the king of everything. That is what it looks like. A funny era, we must say, but you see, he crossed so many people's paths, and they had to just put him into check, putting into place that the administration in the Yoruba culture sets the king to be king of everything, but even at that, the king still falls under the check of so many other things that can put him to check. For example, if you're a king and you get a calabash and you open the calabash and the calabash is empty, it simply means suicide. Kill yourself, or maybe exile or something. So yeah, things were really crazy there. But is it a movie that could have happened in those era? 105% yes. Does the story have a good, message? Yes. To the storyteller, you could see at the end of it, you saw the story, the person that was being told the story to. So yeah, movie 10. I'm not giving it 10 over 10. Just jumping on 10. Let me give it an 8 or 9 over 10. It spelled a lot of things that were real. The costumes were good. What can I say? Nice movie to watch if you're not scared, because you see quite a lot of things that might question or put your beliefs into check and make you start praying and all that stuff. But yeah, it's a nice movie. Something good. Highly recommend, not really, but if you really love historical Yoruba movies, you can watch that too.